Look at those crispy edges. That's the best part. So I'm getting ready to make the rigatoni for my son's Boy Scouts. Why don't you come and help me? I gotta get the Magnaware pot nice and hot. I friggin' love this thing. We use it weekly. It is definitely an heirloom pan, and I'm super happy to have it. I do have an old, they weren't called Magnaware. They were called Magna Lights, I believe, and I have one down in my office. So, let's take a couple slices of bacon. While our pan's heating up, I gotta make sure to salt our water. I forgot. I keep forgetting. I'm left-handed, so I do everything backwards. I have to do it right-handed so you guys can see it. Okay, now that our pans are all heated up, we're just gonna touch it off with some olive oil. We're gonna start out with the bacon. Usually you'd use pork belly, but you want to brown it up in your pan before you put your other meat. Once your pan starts looking like that and your bacon starts looking like this, it's nice and brown on the sides, but it's not fully cooked and you got those brown bits in here. That's when you're going to start adding your other stuff. I grab my kitchen scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know a lot of people have a thing about kitchen scissors, but it is so much quicker when you're batch cooking, I'll tell you this much. Okay, now that we got all the sausage in, we're going to put the ground beef in. By the way, that's the ground beef that Chris made for us out of all of the leftover meat that was on the tallow fat. Now you're going to let this all cook down for a few minutes and brown up. Let's get our rigatoni in the pot. All right, now that that's all browned up, we're going to grab our sauce and a can of tomato paste. Watch out, Ridley. I'll turn it up just a little bit. We're going to grab some of this. About a half a cup, maybe a fourth of a cup. And we're just deglazing the pan from all those beautiful brown bits from the meat. See? All of the alcohol is going to be cooked off, so chill your tits. The alcohol is reduced off of it. We're going to add our tomato sauce, and we're going to reduce the heat now down to about 3 or 4. I had some tomato paste left over from a recipe. There's the majority of this can. I'm using one of the larger 12-ounce cans because this is a larger pot. Entire jar to it. Now we really don't have to season this up too much. As you can see, I have herbs in it from my tomato sauce already and garlic, but I'm gonna throw in some onion, some Danos. Ooh, I got it everywhere. Some black pepper. And a little salt. Oh, maybe not. And a little salt. That's it. Let it sit for a few and marinate. Dodgy, come try a noodle.
Okay.
It's still hot. Hold on. Are they cooked?
Mm?
Okay. Ooh, that was hot. Let's try to do this without spilling it. White on. I don't know about you, but I'm a complete sloop for mascarpone cheese. We're gonna throw a bunch of dollops on it and mix these little balls in. Let's grate some fresh garlic in there. You didn't think I was gonna forget about garlic, did you? So now that we've got our little mascarpone balls nice and hidden in here, they're not blended in, they're just strategically placed. A light mix will do it. Oh God, I just lost 2 pieces. The dogs are gonna love that. We're gonna cover it with a layer of cheese. I don't like to flatten out my noodles. A lot of my memory comes from them, actually. Me and my brother, when we were little, we used to fight for the burnt noodles, like the ziti's and rigatonis that were sticking out. That was always our favorite when my parents baked any kind of pasta. Oh, my favorite, especially on macaroni and cheese. Me and my brother would get into like little twist fights over that. Okay, do a quick tug down. Just, you don't have to mix it all the way through. Just poke it down and then get one more handful. That's how you get the crispy ones that stick up. Into the oven. It's been in there about 10 or 15 minutes. We're gonna take it out. And see how we have the little brown bits on top? Now we're gonna cover it up with some tin foil and bring it down to 300 degrees and let it sit for another 30 minutes. Just lightly over it so it doesn't burn. Dinner and another pan for the Boy Scouts. There you go, honey.